original Rip, and then now he's Rip. But that's like stuff that's just in your head, and you can build on that universe yourself.
In your head.
In your head, and have a story that you just build that entire universe in your head. But I think that's something that's cool about the film. And to me, at least, I feel like it ended. The way it ended was great for this film.
Yeah, I think that you can keep talking about the plague. Did anyone notice they fucking the people they've marked off in their like list? They marked off like Jesus Christ, fucking. I forgot who else was on that list. HOBO was one of them. Was it Abraham Lincoln? I don't remember who the other ones were, but I gotta like look into that scene. I was like, what the fuck? It was just like a little detail, like so many details all over the place, dude. I was just like, holy shit. No other movie, I think, for me, was that detailed. I mean, more pleasurable than detailed, I guess, but yeah. I was just like, holy shit. But HOBO with the shotgun, man. I'm glad to have seen a film like this in my lifetime. Man, like this is like, I was like, just to know about it, and like I show it to many others because I feel like it's those films like, man, you're not gonna like the gore. Maybe some people don't, but like I think like you at least have to watch this one once. Always give it like.
That's one thing I really did like. I like the practical effects, like the over the top gore and everything. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like just like fucking when they like the baseball bat scene when they open that guy's guts. And I was just paint bucket falling out of there and shit.
What about you, Wes? Did you feel the ending was adequate, or did it need something else, or a sequel?
I think I agree with James in that I felt a sense of closure with this ending, pretty much because once the HOBO has defeated Drake, he kills Drake. That entire, basically the city's people start backing the HOBO. It's almost like the torch is passed, the power is passed to the HOBO. And by this time, the dirty cops show up. They're threatening to gun him down, and the city, the people turn on the cops. And so in turn, I feel like this scares the all of the police, and then they in turn gun down the HOBO out of, I guess, fear. And right there is like some symbolism for, if you want to reach into it, like politically, like what's going on right now, like in America in a lot of ways. So, I just felt like it was very iconic in the way that they kill a HOBO, he falls over, and then the shotgun, the camera kind of zooms in on the shotgun, and that's like the final frame. You know what I mean? And because of the title of the film, I thought that was genius, and it felt retro in the way that they even exited. You know what I mean? So, I really liked it, and I thought that it could definitely stand on its own legs if they decide not to do anything else with this.
Yeah, I agree. I could probably wait like 30 years until they make the next one. If they, like how they did with like Blade Runner, I'd be like, oh, okay, they finally came out with this, and I'm gonna be like 50 fucking 7 or some shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it'd be cool if they did. Everyone was like Abby with the shotgun as a second one, but I was like, nah, maybe Jason Eisner could like do a different film. Maybe like he has so much more potential to do something. Probably it's all the writing too. Like imagine that's a lot of writing to this film, like almost comic booky, like with how the scenes went too. Like it was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like how they got it, like sort of like an anime, fucking live action anime. I wonder if like they should just go off that, dude. That would like help the film like right out. Like how they copy animes now, they could do it for like live action. That'd be like they can do that. They can draw it out and write it out again. But Yeah, it does stand on its own for like a long time. Maybe, like I said, I'm going to be like 50 or 63, 67, and they're going to make Hobo the Shotgun 2, and I'm going to be like, what the fuck? But yeah, dude. And so I wanted to bring it forth. I think this movie's like extremely dope, and I think it was cool to do it with you guys. With the Shotgun, it's really a fun film. For others, I hope we didn't spoil it for you, but we pretty much did. But you should give it a shot because there's just so much. I think so much that if everyone's listened all the way through, that they can see in this film still. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much like there, especially for anyone that can deal with the griminess and the gore. But I just think like hopefully this movie like becomes like just normal, more normalized. Because I think like dude, it's more like extreme. And anyone that I show this movie, besides like girls, they love it, dude. Like some girls don't like it because the gore. Maybe it's not for them, but like, did you watch this in front of like your girl, James? Like, did she like it?
No? I watched it. I watched it by myself. I didn't. I kind of had to. I didn't. I didn't. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny the things I showed Jordan, and this one I felt it might have been a little too inappropriate for him to watch. Or
the language, at least the language.
He would have a hard time grasping what was going on. I mean, he watches The Conjuring and crap like that, so he's not new to weird movies. But no, I watched this alone on my own. To answer the question, I might show Alyssa this. I'm not sure how she would react to it, or if it would be something that she would be able to go all the way through with till the end. But I never know. You know, she might surprise me. I mean, I've been surprised before when she uses like film making terminology and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see. It's funny to see the effect of me watching movies and that kind of bleeding into her, or like leaking over to her, and she kind of having some movie knowledge and things like that, which is cool to see. And Jordan even does it too, so that's it's awesome to see that.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, because when I was a kid, dude, I'm still sort of naive to most like of the film industry, but I'm learning with the podcast, so it's definitely escalated a lot faster for me recently, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, I have just knowledge of what I like sometimes, and I guess that could work, you know. So, and I wanted to bring this movie to talk about, and that's because I liked it, you know. So it was like, and that's what we all kind of do. We all like a certain film, and we bring it forth, and I think it's cool. That's the coolest thing. But yeah. Any more thoughts? Any more? I think we covered pretty much some good stuff on the film today.
For sure. Is there any Swan facts?
Yeah.
There is, but I wanted to give out a shout out to the theater that's no longer with us, the Ken Cinema. Back in 2011, they did a one time only midnight showing for Hobo with a Shotgun, and I was able to go. I took my oldest sister Ashley, shout out to you if you're listening to this right now, and man, it was a packed house, and like it was electric in there, everybody in the room was on board with, they knew what to expect. They were the ideal crowd for that movie, and it was just it was an amazing experience. You know what I mean? And I've had a bunch of experiences like that in that theater, so I'm sad that it's gone. So I wanted to show a little love, us being from San Diego, being able to be a part of that, and that memory and that year was amazing. And I love that. I love this movie because of that. I have it on Blu-ray. I watch it at least once a year, I think. I'm really glad that you picked this, Tiny. It was a blast talking about it, blast watching it again. It's one of those movies that's like the rewatch value is endless because it's so bizarre and it's insane. And that's the thing is, and I've said this numerous times on the show. Sometimes we forget that movies are supposed to be about having fun. And this film, you can see even on the sets that they're having a blast with what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's just a whole lot of crazy, bonkers, fun. Especially if if you're down with the style and the culture that comes behind a film like this. And that's all I wanted to say. I have a few swan facts for you guys as well.
What?
Right.
Swan facts. All right, swan facts. The film was shot on a budget of $3 million. We already said how Rutger hated the script at first, but then bonded with the director over I think it was a Skype call. And they figured out that both of them have a mutual love for ocean life. I think Rutger-Hauer was a ocean conservationist on his spare time, which is amazing. So that's how I think they like kind of swindled him into doing this role. It's pretty impressive, actually. Rutger-Hauer was actually 67 when he did this in 2011.
Wow.
So he was already up there at that time. He's since passed on. So once again, R.I.P. to Mr. Hauer, a very iconic Dutch actor who had decades, in the industry. These past few years, I feel like he did more cameo stuff, at least in America. So when he kind of rushed on the scene with this and him being like a pivotal, the main character, it was a big deal. And I feel like Tiny said, it gave the film more traction, them getting such a big head in there for this project. So that's pretty awesome. And then there was actually, if you can believe this, over 27 drafts of this film with various sequences being trimmed out of the final cut. So they've done 27 different scripts for this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like to see how the the alternate endings and alternate storylines and everything how that would play out.
Yeah.
Like what other bonker stuff did they do?
Right. Yeah.
There is. I know of. I think they said it was the opening scene. They wanted it to be Slick and Ivan. They get out of the car. Ivan has a bag full of kittens, which he douses in, I think, lighter fluid. He sets it on fire. They walk over to a train yard, and they open the train cart with a bunch of homeless people, and they throw the fucking bag of burning kittens onto the homeless people, and that was how the opening of the film was originally going to be.
Oh my god! What a totally different opening scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's very different.
It sounded fucked up, and then you just kept going, and it just made it funny for me. I was like, it might be fucked up, but I was just like,
yeah.
When she said bag of cats, I was like, I was just like, no way.
There. Oh man. And then my final swan fact of the evening, the Dutch actor Rutger-Hauer actually referred to Hobo Hobo with a Shotgun as a graffiti western, which is pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Where was the? Do we know where the film was? It was filmed in Canada, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh man, they could do